Humans as bubbles in the quantum cosmos, the immortal soul and the logic of eternity. In the vast expanse of the universe, where quantum fluctuations dance at the subatomic level and cosmic forces shape galaxies across billions of light years, humanity occupies a peculiar niche. We are fleeting entities, emerging from the chaos of existence only to dissolve back into it. This essay explores the metaphorical conception of humans as bubbles in the quantum cosmos, a transient, ephemeral phenomenon amid an infinite sea of possibilities. Yet, juxtaposed against this fragility is the profound notion of the immortal soul, grounded in the logical premise that true eternity admits no beginning and no end. If something is eternal, it transcends temporal boundaries, existing in a state of perpetual being. Through this lens, we will delve into quantum cosmology, the bubble metaphor for human life, philosophical interpretations of the soul, and the inexorable logic of immortality. Ultimately, this synthesis reveals a duality. Our physical forms are evanescent, but our essence endures, echoing the timeless rhythms of the cosmos itself. The quantum cosmos, as we understand it through modern physics, is not a static backdrop but a dynamic, probabilistic realm. Quantum mechanics posits that reality at its fundamental level is governed by wave functions and uncertainties, where particles pop in and out of existence in a vacuum teeming with virtual energy. Cosmology extends this to the universe's origins, suggesting models like eternal inflation where universes bubble up from a multiversal foam. Humans, in this context, mirror these bubbles, fragile, beautiful, and temporary. However, the soul's immortality offers a counterpoint, rooted in metaphysical logic. Eternity is not an infinite extension of time but a realm beyond time, where beginnings and endings are illusions of the temporal mind. This essay argues that while our corporeal existence is bubble-like in its impermanence, the soul's eternal nature logically implies an unbroken continuum, challenging us to reconcile science with spirituality. The quantum cosmos, a foundation of fluctuation and infinity. To appreciate humans as bubbles, we must first grasp the quantum cosmos. Quantum mechanics, pioneered by figures like Max Planck, Werner Heisenberg, and Erwin Schrödinger in the early 20th century, revolutionized our understanding of reality. At the atomic and subatomic scales, particles behave not as discrete billiard balls but as probability waves. The Heisenberg uncertainty principle asserts that we cannot precisely know both a particle's position and momentum simultaneously, introducing inherent indeterminacy. This quantum realm is alive with activity. In the vacuum of space, pairs of virtual particles continually emerge from nothingness, borrowing energy from the void before annihilating each other, as described by quantum field theory. Extending this to cosmology, the universe itself may arise from similar quantum processes. The Big Bang theory, refined by cosmic microwave background observations from satellites like COBE and Planck, suggests our universe expanded from a singularity approximately 13.8 billion years ago. Yet, theories like eternal inflation, proposed by André Linde and Alan Guth, posit that our universe is just one bubble in an eternally inflating multiverse. In this model, quantum fluctuations in a false vacuum state trigger exponential expansions, creating pocket universes separated by inflating space. Each bubble universe has its own physical constants, laws, and histories, forming an infinite archipelago in a cosmic ocean. This quantum cosmos is not deterministic but probabilistic, a seething foam of possibilities. String theory and loop quantum gravity further complicate the picture, suggesting that space-time itself emerges from entangled quantum bits or loops. In such a framework, reality is quantized, discrete at the Planck scale, about 10 to the power of 35 meters, and the cosmos operates on principles of superposition and entanglement, where distant particles influence each other instantaneously. Against this backdrop, human existence appears minuscule. Our planet, Earth, is a speck in the Milky Way, which itself is one of trillions of galaxies. The quantum cosmos underscores the impermanence of all things. Stars fuse hydrogen into helium before exploding as supernovae, galaxies collide and merge, and even black holes evaporate via Hawking radiation. Everything is in flux, a reminder that stability is an illusion. It is within this eternal dance of creation and destruction that the bubble metaphor finds its resonance. Humans as bubbles. Transience in the cosmic foam. Imagine a bubble. It forms from a thin film of soap, iridescent and delicate, capturing light in a spectrum of colors before inevitably bursting. This image poetically captures the human condition in the quantum cosmos. We emerge from the quantum foam of biological and cosmic processes, our atoms forged in stellar nucleosynthesis, our bodies assembled through evolutionary trial and error over eons. Like bubbles, we are born from a momentary alignment of conditions, a sperm meeting an egg, nurtured in a womb, thrust into a world of sensory overload. Our lives are brief on cosmic scales. The average human lifespan, around 80 years, is a blink compared to the universe's age. We float through existence, interacting with others in a social foam, our thoughts and emotions shimmering like the bubble's surface. Yet, vulnerability defines us. Disease, accident, or age can pop our fragile shell at any moment. In quantum terms, our very matter is probabilistic. Electrons orbit nuclei in clouds of probability, and our consciousness arises from synaptic firings governed by quantum effects in microtubules, as theorized by Roger Penrose and Stuart Hameroff in their orchestrated objective reduction model. This bubble analogy extends metaphorically to our perceptions. Just as a bubble's surface distorts the world outside, our senses and cognition filter reality through biases, illusions, and limitations. Quantum mechanics amplifies this. The observer effect suggests that measurement collapses wave functions, implying consciousness plays a role in shaping reality. We are bubbles observing the foam from within, our existence a transient ripple in the quantum sea. Philosophically, this evokes ancient wisdom. Heraclitus proclaimed, "No man ever steps in the same river twice," emphasizing flux. Buddhism's concept of anicca, impermanence, mirrors the bubble's evanescence, urging detachment from the illusory self. In modern literature, authors like Alan Watts describe life as a waking dream, a temporary manifestation in the eternal now. Thus, humans as bubbles highlight our ephemerality, urging humility and appreciation for the moment. The soul, an eternal essence beyond the bubble. Amid this transience, the soul emerges as a beacon of permanence. Across cultures and eras, the soul represents the immutable core of being, distinct from the body, yet animating it. In Plato's philosophy, the soul is eternal, pre-existing the body and surviving death, as argued in Phaedo. Aristotle viewed it as the form or essence of a living thing, intertwined with matter but aspiring to the divine. Eastern traditions, like Hinduism's Atman or Buddhism's Anatta, no self, grapple with similar ideas, though Buddhism denies a permanent soul, positing instead a stream of consciousness. Religiously, Abrahamic faiths posit the soul as God's creation, immortal by divine decree. Christianity's resurrection, Islam's Akhira, and Judaism's Olam Haba all affirm post-mortem existence. Scientifically, while neuroscience attributes consciousness to brain activity, anomalies like near-death experiences, NDEs, and quantum consciousness theories suggest something more. Raymond Moody's studies on NDEs describe out-of-body perceptions and life reviews, hinting at a non-local soul. The soul's immortality is not mere wishful thinking but a logical extension of eternity. If the soul is eternal, it exists outside time's arrow, unbound by entropy or decay. This aligns with quantum cosmology's multiverse, where infinite timelines allow for perpetual existence. The logic of eternity. No beginning, no end. Central to our thesis is the logical argument for the soul's immortality. If something is eternal, it has no beginning and no end. Eternity is not infinite duration but timelessness, a state where past, present, and future coalesce. In philosophy, Boethius defined eternity as the whole, perfect, and simultaneous possession of endless life. Logically, a beginning implies a prior non-existence, necessitating a cause, which contradicts self-sufficiency. An end implies cessation, incompatible with perpetuity. Consider the syllogism. Eternity is the absence of temporal boundaries, no beginning or end. The soul is posited as eternal, a premise from metaphysical traditions. Therefore, the soul has no beginning or end, it is immortal. This logic withstands scrutiny. In physics, the universe's potential eternity, e.g., in cyclic models like Roger Penrose's conformal cyclic cosmology, suggests no absolute beginning. The Big Bang may be a phase transition, not a true origin. Similarly, the soul could be a quantum field or information pattern persisting across realities. Critics like materialists argue souls are emergent from matter, ceasing at death. Yet, information conservation in quantum mechanics, no cloning theorem, black hole information paradox, implies that consciousness data endures. If the universe is holographic, as in Juan Maldacena's ads, CFT correspondence, our essence projects eternally. Thus, the soul's eternity logically implies immortality, transcending the bubble's pop. Integrating the metaphor, bubbles housing eternal flames. Synthesizing these ideas, humans are bubbles in the quantum cosmos, transient vessels for eternal souls. The body, like the bubbles film, interacts with the physical world, subject to quantum uncertainties and cosmic forces. The soul, however, is the iridescent light within, unchanging amid flux. Death pops the bubble, releasing the soul into the cosmic foam, perhaps to form new bubbles in reincarnations or higher dimensions. This duality resolves existential angst. While our lives are fleeting, our soul's immortality offers purpose, growth through experiences, contributing to the universe's evolution. Quantum entanglement suggests souls connect across time, fostering unity. In art and literature, this manifests in works like Walt Whitman's Leaves of Grass, celebrating the eternal in the ephemeral, or in quantum-inspired fiction like Philip K. Dick's explorations of reality's layers. Conclusion. In conclusion, viewing humans as bubbles in the quantum cosmos illuminates our fragility amid infinity's grandeur. Yet, the soul's immortality, logically derived from eternity's boundless nature, affirms enduring essence. This perspective invites wonder. We are not mere accidents but participants in an eternal symphony. As bubbles burst, souls persist, weaving through the quantic fabric. Embracing this, we find meaning in transience, aspiring to align our fleeting forms with timeless truth. In the words of Rumi, you are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. Thus, in the quantum cosmos, our bubbles shimmer eternally.